What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 50 of the XtraSlice, brought to you by the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mayor of Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
Guys, I'm going through a lot right now.
We got the most generous squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
Look, nothing's better than early 2000s anime. That's just the way it is.
And we got the Akatsuki Durag, Madrid Devon.
Fuck, bitch, McConnell.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about the Apex Legends Battle Pass, January's PlayStation Plus games, an update on the Demon Slayer movie, and our 2021 gaming resolutions, as well as Jalen's going to give us a little .hack segment of the show, so stay tuned for that. All right, so Chris, what's wrong? Are you okay?
So,
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I started playing Last of Us Part 2. And
Oh, that was your first mistake.
Oh, how's the
I
misery
guess
going?
I'm 4 hours in. So, I got, is it spoilers at this point? This game's been out for a minute.
I know probably...
Minor spoilers. You're only 3 hours in, so how
A
much
lot of
spoilers-
shit
There's
happened.
one thing, yes.
We
yes.
all know the main thing that happens.
Oh, does everybody know the same thing that happens? I mean, it literally happens within 15 minutes of the game.
I mean, everyone knows. We knew going into this.
Well, no, we didn't know going in, and, I'm not sure you know what Chris is trying to talk about. But we can avoid that spoiler, because just in case anybody's still waiting to pick this game up, or wait on Game of the Year discussions to see how they feel, I know what spoiler you're probably wanting to get into.
I mean,
but we can
all I'll say is shit happens and it involves a golf club.
Mhm.
And I immediately...
That was...
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking
immediately,
about.
Right after that, paused the game, collected my thoughts and myself, went outside, smoked a cigarette, and said, do I want to play the rest of this game?
It wasn't very
Yes.
poggers.
Yeah. And then I did play the rest of this game, and it's been good so far until my horse died. And then I was sad again.
So,
Yeah, a little
did
never-ending
you do
story
the
right there.
open world section?
I'm Seattle day one. I just completed the radio station. Or news station.
So, yeah, I think you might have done the open world section.
Yeah, ish.
Where you're on the horse is Ellie and Dina on the horse.
Yeah, and you can go back
you're
and
riding
you,
around.
like go to all these spots that you find clues and you like get cool shit.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's one of the best parts of that game.
Well, that's
Just because of
dumb.
how good it looks.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there are reasons to keep going. It's like, you haven't even hit the survival horror parts of the game yet.
no,
You haven't gotten to, like, it being dark and rainy and shit being fucked up constantly.
not yet. I am
So,
finding out about the wolves, or
the Washington Liberation Front.
that or WLF, which Ellie just won't just say wolf, because that's what they were going for. And I like that joke that Dina was just like, this is what they were trying to say. Just say this. And I like their dynamic. Actually, I like their dynamic with like Ellie between Dina than I did Joel and Ellie. Well, Ellie was also 14 years old, so you can't really. I mean, she was a.
Dina is one of the best parts of that game.
Yeah.
Like, Dina's one of the strongest characters.
She's
Like,
tight.
we stand Dina.
Actually, Dina's the only thing good out of
No,
that
there's
game.
other good stuff. Trust me.
I mean,
like,
the
Chris,
shootings. I mean, it's better.
Have you done any flashbacks yet?
Not yet.
Okay, the flashbacks are also really fucking good. They get you in the feels, but like, I will say that those are some of, like, as far as gameplay segments, the open world I really liked. All of the flashbacks I really liked. I'll say you're gonna enjoy the hospital, and
Why am I gonna enjoy the hospital?
yeah, because that is a survival horror game. Like,
Right.
just the hospital level of that game is straight up
I do.
shit your pants scary.
Right. Because I do feel like everything that has to deal with the infected has just been, okay, I'm going to stay crouched for the next 20 or so minutes, and I'm just gonna sneak attack everything, and then I'm done. Like, it's not scary. I just have to go around this one crate, crawl around this and that, and then I'm just killing everything with one shot. I'm not even wasting bullets at this point, which isn't a bad thing. And I am now that I've gotten to like actual people, non-infected, fighting them. The game has been like, okay, this shit's actually getting intense and in my face because they do not back down and they are coming for your shit.
Yeah,
and they also have names, and that's fucked me up.
Every single NPC in that game has a name. It's even worse when you're fighting the Scars because they communicate through whistles, and you're fighting them in the forest.
Oh.
And so you'll stab somebody will see it, and all you'll hear is, and next thing you know, you're getting shot in the shoulder by a bow and arrow. You don't know where the fuck it came from. Like,
tight.
Yes, the infected probably are the least interesting enemy to fight because, like, the tactic for them is just sneak around. But the humans, like, I got to the point in that game where I was like, fuck all this shit. I'm going in guns blazing because by the end of the combat encounter, I will have back everything I need, and it's going to take twice as long for me to sneak around this cornfield and fucking stab this dude in the neck, like, right.
I'd rather...
Even though Ellie's knife is fucking OP.
Yo,
Ellie's
some of them
knife,
it's just like 2 shots. I'm like, God damn, that's unnecessary.
No, that's a murder weapon. That is a murder weapon. That game is really well made, I will say.
It broke my heart when I killed Steve and someone screamed, "Not Steve!" And I was like, oh... Not Steve, but also you're next.
Actually, I will say this.
That they gave him all names?
Steve.
When the game started doing that pissed... Yes. And the reason why, it's because I was like, game, are you trying to guilt me when you don't give me a non-lethal option? Are you doing this to me, game?
It gets worse.
Is this what we're doing now?
Just know, Chris, there are some
exactly.
cutscenes where you literally have no agency and Ellie does something that you have to face the repercussions of. Like, there's a... I'm not going to, like, reveal the twist that happens in the game.
All I have to say is the room is in red light. There's a lot of red light in that room.
The one I'm talking about is... I'm talking about some shit that goes down in the aquarium. That you don't realize is super fucked up until later on.
Afterward. Long afterwards.
I mean,
so
this whole thing is kind of like... Ellie going out because Joel decided not to tell her what happened from part 1. Ellie going out and, like, trying to get revenge on some people who really only killed Joel because this whole fucking situation, part 2, could have just not happened if one dude didn't decide to get way too attached to a girl who's not his daughter and then kill science. And that is like...
But here's... But actually, I would like counter-argument. They would have killed Ellie for no reason.
But no, it would have made a vaccine.
For no reason. Spores don't work that way. This is a fungus. Spores don't work that way.
Story, and the writer of that story has stated.
That's the thing about it though. That's the doubt that's that's why I like it. That's the doubt that's able to put there. Are you really sure it would have worked? Because fungi don't work that way.
Neil Druckmann has said that no matter what, if they had used Ellie, they would have...
Oh, no, I'm not complaining. I think that was a good decision. I think that's some good writing there. Because it creates the doubt in that action.
One life, like, thinking solely on trying to save the human race, killing one extra person...
I'm not arguing that it wouldn't have
killing
worked.
That one extra person, whether or not it worked, does, like, okay, so we have to do this to make sure, to try to make a vaccine. If it doesn't work, one extra person died. That sucks for Joel. But one extra person died and it did work, everybody's cured. One extra person died and it didn't work, fuck it, that's just another person who's dying from this infection. People are still dying. Like, you killed one person, you sacrificed...
That's my point. That's that juicy drama that I love out of my story.
I just, like... I feel Joel because honestly I probably would have done the same thing, but at the same time I take a step back and I'm like, Joel, you were an asshole and this could have saved the whole play.
No. Here's the thing. I feel like by the end of that game, I settled on the point that what Joel did was somewhat justified. It probably wasn't the best decision, but Ellie made some of the poorest decisions in that entire fucking series. Also, fuck Tommy. That's my takeaway.
I don't even know what Tommy did yet.
Tommy does a lot.
Don't worry about it.
I know.
Get there.
Get
there. My thing about the writing of this game is just my thing about the writing game mostly comes from the fact that this is a video game. As a player, I have agency, and when you strip that agency away from me and then try to guilt me for it, kind of pisses me off a little bit.
That is because
I do.
And that's something you have to accept.
Like them giving them names and shit.
No, and like I said, that's why most of my criticisms of The Last of Us 2 stick to that. Because otherwise, I think it's well made. I just think that kind of narrative choices in video games.
But what do you mean?
Doesn't work.
Okay, so you started this with it pisses you off because they gave every NPC a name. Why does that piss you off?
No.
No. What made me mad is the fact that the narrative of this game is trying to guilt me for killing somebody in a game that does not allow me to have non-lethal options. I'm not choosing. Me as the player isn't choosing the killing. I have to. The answer to my problem is kill.
Yeah.
And then the game's like, you're a bad person for choosing the kill option.
And some of them, it's not even in gameplay. Like some of the kills that they try and guilt you for doing, you don't even press a button. It happens in a cutscene. You're like, Abby kills somebody, and then later on they try and guilt you for Abby killing that person.
Exactly. It's like they're trying to guilt me for things that they stripped my agency out of the game, and then tries to guilt me for the actions. It's like,
I mean,
that's
just
kinda,
like
that ain't that good.
I liked it. I liked the fact that they were like sad for the person that I just killed because it now puts me in the body of Ellie a little bit more. Like, okay, now I really feel like I'm in this situation. I feel like I'm actually killing, instead of like playing a game to where I'm just like, I'm killing NPCs. They literally don't matter. This is just an obstacle for me to get through, so I'm moving on to the next game. Now I feel like I'm actually in her body, killing a fucking human being, and other people are sad about it, now trying to take revenge on me, doing the exact same thing I'm trying to do to them to get revenge for my friend's death.
Yeah.
Like, it just like
this game is
involves
a cycle
you
of
into the story. That's what I like.
I
appreciate
get that.
The hell out of it.
Yeah,
and
you're right. I just think, actually, Chris, after you finish this, play Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah, Spec Ops: The Line is another good example of some of that kind of storytelling, and I will say that,
I personally,
but
it's like, see,
judging by Chris's opinions he said so far, I think that Chris will get a lot out of this game. I think there's like just.
Oh no, I think you're gonna love it. I think the game is well made. Like, if I was giving this game a number, I'd give it like a 7. I just think the story kind of shoots itself in the face halfway.
And maybe it will, and I'll be disappointed. But everything I played for this 4 hours have been solid.
Yeah, I think you need to get a little bit further, and I just, when the shit starts happening, I just need you to start texting me directly.
Heard.
With your opinions on, because there are like, just judging by how you've been affected by some of the design decisions they've made in just the gameplay, when those same design decisions start getting blown up in a bigger way in the story, I'd like to see how you interpret that when you start dealing with those things. Like, I don't want to spoil anything for like anybody who hasn't played that game yet, or who hasn't, like, even you, Chris, who are still in the process of playing it, or people who haven't decided to pick it up yet. Like, we have a spoiler cast out there where I talk about my thoughts on some of the decisions made in this game, and while I disagree with some of the decisions, at the same time, like, some of the things you're mentioning,
still well made.
It's extremely well made.
It's still very, very well made.
It's a work of art. At the end of the day, it may not be like my ideal form of art, you know? Like, I prefer a Studio Trigger movie over what The Last of Us 2 did.
And like, that Studio Trigger movie was Hades.
I mean, yeah, because I am playing this game on my, like, big widescreen HDR TV, and I'm just like, this shit is fucking just like down to the core of them designing and like the design of the game, amazing.
Yeah, the art team is like unrivaled.
Yeah.
Like
Naughty Dog killed.
Yeah, I mean Naughty Dog owned Naughty Dog, but Neil Druckmann and I can't remember the other author or the other like lead writer on this game. I know it was Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley for like Uncharted 4 and the original Last of Us, but Bruce Straley left Naughty Dog, so I know Neil Druckmann is still one of like he's like vice president of Naughty Dog at this point, or co-president of Naughty Dog, or some shit like that because of the work he did. But yeah, some of the decisions they made as a writing team, I will be interested, just judging by how you've reacted to what you've played so far, like what your opinion will be. That might have to just be like a side content of like you and me talking about that.
Let's do it.
And seeing your interpretation of this
Actually,
game.
I think that would be a good chance to just have like a podcast episode, not a podcast episode, but some side content on narrative design in games. We've all played enough games that we know a little bit about it, that we can speak about our personal opinions and what we like to see in it.
Yeah, not against it.
Let's do it.
All right, so the thing I kind of wanted to talk about, just because these are just a few updates on things we talked about on last week's episode, that since I listened to last week's episode, I figured I'd follow up on these stories. I was talking about how Demon Slayer was about to overtake Spirited Away as the highest grossing Japanese movie ever, and it's done it. The Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie has completely overtaken Spirited Away.
No.
Hopefully, when I finally get to watch this fucking movie, it'll be good enough to warrant that.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm gonna cry. I know what arc this is. It's gonna freaking hurt. Like it's the train. It is the
freaking train
like,
arc.
The train arc is borderline peak Demon Slayer. It's borderline.
But we talked about
like,
it. We talked about it last week, and Madrid said that the arc after the train arc is the best arc, and the more I think about it, the more he's right.
I think that and the following arc are like top two, because the blacksmith village, that is just Demon Slayer at its peak. You know what I'm saying? Because there's multiple demons showing up. There's multiple pillars there to fight, and you get to see kind of Genya, and it's like, oh yeah, well, I fight demons by fucking biting their flesh. It's like, nigga, what? I have a gun too.
Right.
And you can't do none of that sword shit? No, I can't do none of that sword shit. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah, overall he's a strong character, but
no, he's definitely not the GOAT, but like.
Yeah, I was about to say
the two pillars that were there though, the two Hashira, the love Hashira and the Miss Hashira. I can't think of their names right now, but
yeah,
those two are
anytime,
dope as fuck.
Like Demon Slayer for a while had a really good track record of give me a fucking pillar, give me one of Muzan's like elite, and give me a Hashira
upper moons.
Yeah.
And like give me that, and make them fight. Have Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu in the mix. Have them, level up a little bit over the course of the battle. I'm with it.
Yeah.
But the other story I wanted to give an update on was I was talking about being almost done with my Apex Battle Pass last week. I'm officially 100% done, 110%.
Yes, sir.
I got to level 110, got the black skin for my R99, got the little
let's go
banner,
that December 21st skin.
Banner. Yeah. I'm super. It's really cool. I have like I don't even remember how I got the charm, but I have a charm that goes with the gun skin really well. And, I mean, I've still been playing. I haven't put down Apex completely. I still, if y'all hit me up at, Let's Play, me and Madrid were playing right before we started streaming for the podcast.
We were getting loose, too. We played, 2 matches.
Yeah. And Madrid came in second?
Hey.
I died because that storm was doing fucking damage, and I just didn't. Yeah. But Madrid came in second.
Hey, man.
Like, I died by the time it was down to, like, 4 squads, but then Madrid went from 4 squads to 3 squads to 2 squads.
Oh, and I got that clutch res off with the...
Yeah, you did.
With the respawn beacon.
No respawn. Yeah, I was like...
It was like, just leave me, bro. Beacon. I was like, No one gets left behind. I even
forgot, like, I had one on my equipment, and I totally forgot it.
But yeah,
Madrid was out there big braining.
I think my battle pass is at like 105 or 106. It's because I didn't get it at the beginning of the season. I realized that I would have completed my battle pass a while ago if I would have copped it at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, but I told y'all them bonuses that you get for owning the battle pass
for next season
broken. Well, yeah, I mean, I've kind of spent all my coins in that game. Like, I finished the regular battle pass, hit 110 on that. I'm almost done with the treasure pack pass, so I only have 2 more treasure packs I need, and both of them will just get me new gun charms. So, I know by the time we're done recording this, I'll be able to play a match and get 1 more treasure pack, and then I'll really just need 1 for the rest of the season, which is over a month left. I want to say I hit the 80s in Fortnite, so my Fortnite battle pass is in the 80s, getting close to finishing that.
It's in the 80s, brother. Better be careful.
Yeah, you know that rock.
You don't want it to crack, brother.
Definitely can't let that happen. Not in my community, but
no Reaganomics over here.
Those are just the updates I wanted to let everybody know. Like, I finished my Apex Season 7 Battle Pass. I'm in the 80s on Fortnite. I'm slowly, this season, starting to wear on me. The 0 point seems like it's doing something to the map, and that'll be interesting to see what happens, but I don't feel the drive to play a lot of Fortnite right now the way I did last season. And, like, I somewhat predicted this happening. I know I talked on the episode about usually whenever I play a season super hardcore, the next season does something that irritates me. They put fucking planes back in the game for this season, which you guys know I fucking hate planes in Fortnite. Like, the boats are fine, the cars are fine. I never played when they had mechs, but the planes are just straight trash, and now they've incorporated them, which means I'm going to have to get... I've died to somebody who... I landed before them, went into this house, and started looting up, and they landed, got a plane nearby, and shot the entire house down and killed me. And I was like, this is that fuck shit that I really don't like, so...
Yeah, there's a thing called counterplay. Yeah. That'd be nice.
Well, the counterplay for dealing with a plane is getting into another plane. Like, I was glad when they took out helicopters.
That's not counterplay. That's not counterplay. That's bringing a gun to a gunfight.
Right.
Yeah, it's like when Destiny had the Prometheus lens and that shit was just broken. They're like, all right, fuck it, Zer, bring them the Prometheus lens.
And then we were playing laser tag. We had a weekend of
laser tag, which was kind of lit.
It was fun for the fact that it only lasted for a weekend is
if
what
that
made
shit
it
was the whole season.
Because that easily could have been the meta for a year.
That pulse rifle meta with the graviton lance. Oh my god, that shit lasted months.
Right.
No, it literally lasted until after the first expansion came out. It lasted until they did until they changed up the weapon system. It literally lasted until we stopped doing the double primary.
I mean, you can still you can technically kind of do triple primaries in this current economy.
And you know that's okay.
I mean, yeah, actually, you can technically have a full loadout of fusion rifles. Now that I think about it,
or auto rifles, or pulse rifles. It's just a matter of or shotguns. Or like.
No, I don't think there's any. No, I don't think there's a heavy slot shotgun. When they changed it, there's no heavy slot shotguns no more.
I mean, I'd have to look at that, but like.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think the only heavy weapons are machine guns, rocket launchers, swords.
I mean, I've been running swords like crazy, and grenade launchers.
Mm-hmm.
Grenade launchers. You can also have a full loadout of grenade launchers.
I wouldn't do that, but I definitely recommend that heavy slot stasis rocket launcher. Like, I'm switching between that new sword that looks like a stick of RAM and the stasis grenade launcher.
Oh, the chain-sword? That thing is amazing.
It is amazing.
Oh, but, wait. Yeah. I have access to your Destiny now, Anton.
I'm not sure that works like that.
It doesn't work like that?
You could give it a shot, but... I mean, yeah, you could try. That's what I'll say. Like, it's not going to take up crazy space because they shrunk the file size on Destiny when they nuked all those planets. Mm-hmm. But I'm not it might work like microtransactions. So, like, if you were to play Overwatch, you wouldn't get all the loot boxes that I've bought over the years, you know?
Right.
But, and I'm not sure if Destiny has handled the expansions that way of handling them like in-game purchases, so possibly you have access to all the Destiny expansions, but possibly you don't.
It's worth a gamble.
Yeah, and I mean, worst case, you just get the base game for free and run some fucking Crucible, you know?
Not without stasis.
The Crucible that I've played, stasis, while stasis seems extremely broken in PvE, PvP, you have to do, like, other subclasses have, like, just a one-shot kill. Stasis, no matter what, is going to take 2, or at least on Titan. I can't really speak about the Warlock or the Hunter, but...
how much resilience are you running?
You're asking me the hard questions right now, Jalen.
Because last I checked, it's borderline lethal for anyone under 8 resilience.
Well, no.
Because it costs health to break out. So it's like, so if you break out, so if you have less than 8 resilience and you break out, you die.
Yeah, but I'm talking about...
Because it costs health, but the amount of damage is reduced by your resilience score. So, like, they could freeze you, walk away, you die breaking out.
And I probably need to try that, but I know, like, when I use the Stasis Super on the Titan, I do the slam down, and that freezes you. And if you have less than 8 resilience, sure, you can break out, but I still have to come back and punch you frozen to shatter you. And whereas if I were using the Arc Titan subclass and I just slam down, you're fucking dead. That's what I'm talking about more so than, like, as far as, like, being, like, a Nova Bomb, you get hit with a Nova Bomb, you're fucking dead. But the Warlock, I think they have to hit you, like, freeze you, and then hit you with the bow staff to shatter you.
Yeah, but the thing with Warlock is if I'm within X amount of meters, it kind of just does that. I just press R, and it's not really doing anything. And for Warlock, I can do it while I'm running past you.
Well, yeah, Titan, I'll have to fucking slam down, cause the freeze, or throw a grenade, cause the freeze, and then hit you frozen, whereas the fucking shield, I could throw the shield at you, you're dead. I could throw the hammer at you, you're fucking dead. I could hit the ground with the hammer, cause a fire spiral, you're fucking dead. But I just feel like the time to kill on stasis, while stasis is extremely effective at killing, I feel like the time to kill on it in PvP is slightly longer than some of the other subclasses. At least
it also
on Titan
seems
that I'm aware
fun
of.
Though. That's the thing.
Yes.
I will say it was nerfed. Stasis was nerfed in PvP soon after the release. So what I was saying about the breaking out isn't as accurate, but it's probably down from like 8 resilience is lethal to probably like 6.
Right. And I mean, I don't even feel like in the limited amount of PvP that I've played that I'm getting hit with stasis that much, you know? I feel like there are more effective options for PvP in Destiny than just not every single person on both teams is using their stasis subclass. There is still the opportunity for variety because some of the other subclasses are more lethal.
I can play a little
situations.
a little Destiny PvP.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
It's been a while. I can do it. I fuck with Destiny. I guess I'll dip my toes back in. Y'all have won.
I mean, that wasn't even me trying, but you know, I'm with it. I'm down. Like, I'm always down to play Destiny. Like, it's been a while since I've been like, nah, I don't want anything to do with Destiny. Like, Destiny's in a really good spot. I'm down to play. I just need people to hit me up and be like, let's play Destiny. Like, Jawan finished his battle pass because he's a grind god monster and kind of left me in the dust. But, you know, I finished the Beyond Light campaign on my Titan and my Hunter. I just have my Warlock left to finish. And, like, if anybody's down to do the Beyond Light campaign, like, it takes, like, 2 to 3 hours tops. Especially
if you have somebody a proper light level. I will say a proper power level. Because when you're doing that as a deficit, it is bullshit.
Yeah. The Beyond Light campaign will stomp your shit in. But the thing is, like, what I could do, like, I know the first couple missions, you can use, because that's even before you even get to try stasis. And you can kind of make it through that, and then by that point, you can probably, I know Jawan's finished all of his characters. I know I could hop in on my Titan or my Hunter and get in there and get people through a mission so y'all could come back and help me with that same mission. But, yeah, I'm always down for some Beyond Light. Okay, so I wanted to bring up January's PlayStation Plus games. I feel like we're having kind of a good month in January. I know we've kind of been solid. We've been kind of lukewarm since the PS5 came out. We got Bug Snacks, we got Worms, and the PS5 game that is also cross-buy with PS4 that we're getting in January. Because I think February is Destruction All-Stars, so we already know what that is. But January, we're getting Maneater.
That game looks so fun.
Yeah, Maneater looks like a dumb fun time, and I'm ready to get it for free. Like, part of me was contemplating
it's a PlayStation?
Is it only PS5?
No, that is a...
Yeah, I know it's on, but it's like... Okay, so it has the 2 games at the bottom, but up top it says Maneater PS5.
Oh, right. The PS Plus games are split again.
Not necessarily, because...
Well, what I meant was, like, because they stopped giving out games for PSP, they stopped giving out games for PS3. At one point, it was just PS4 games, wasn't it?
So, about March 2019, it went to only PS4 games. And so, since PS5's been out, we got Bug Snacks, just the PS5 version, as part of PlayStation Plus, even though Bug Snacks is also available on PS4. And it's cross-buy if you were to pay for the game, but... So, I only have the PS5 version of Bug Snacks. But last month, or December, they did Worms Rumble, which is PS4, PS5 cross-buy. So, I technically own both the PS4 and PS5 version of Worms Rumble. I haven't looked, but I'm assuming that... the version of Maneater, we're getting both the PS4 and PS5 versions of Maneater as part of PlayStation Plus. Because that's how they did it with Worms. Like, Bug Snacks seemed to be a weird exception. And I know Destruction All-Stars is PS5 only, so next month we're getting... It seems like we're getting two... Since the PS5 launch, we're getting 2 PS4 native games that you can play in backwards compatibility on PS5, or just play on a PS4, and then 1 game that seems to be PS4, PS5 cross-buy, or like one that is a PS5 game. But I don't think Maneater is being handled like Bug Snacks is handled, where Bug Snacks, they gave us like a unique SKU of Bug Snacks, which, like, if anybody who didn't have PlayStation Plus were to buy Bug Snacks on PS4 or PS5, they'd get both versions for the one price. But Worms, they gave out free, and Worms Rumble, and Worms is PS4 and PS5. Because I've definitely seen, like, it on my account as, like, hey, do you want to play the PS4 version? I'm like, no, thank you. I already deleted the PS5 version, so.
Huh.
Yeah, I had to delete Borderlands 3, the PS5 version, and Worms Rumble, the PS5 version, as well as, like, Warframe and War Thunder. Like, I have too many PS5 games to fit on my PS5, and I'm getting to the point that it's like,
problems.
Yeah. Chris out here.
Damn, he got that throwback.
Throwback. PlayStation 3.
This is the PS3 controller I keep at my desk. Nice. For video viewers, YouTube, search Cheesy Controller Podcast.
YouTube
I don't want to say youtube.com/Cheesy Controller Podcast because I'm not sure that works, but or twitch.tv/Cheesy Controller. You can watch live and enjoy the show. Oh shit! It got some battery on it. Look at that.
Just a little bit on that thing.
Hey.
I mean,
not dead.
Right.
Charge me, please. I'm hurting, boss. Fucking hurts.
They don't even sell those, they don't even sell those USBs anymore.
Yeah,
they're hard to find.
That's for the best.
No, I had to buy one for the microphone for the podcast, like, off Amazon. And
Okay, well, off Amazon doesn't count. Amazon sells everything. But you can't go to your local Best Buy and buy that shit. Unless you're in the camera section.
So you can go to your local Best Buy and
I just remember what still uses it. Go to your local Micro Center.
Support local businesses. So the other two games that we're getting are Greedfall, which I know some people are excited, like, to play.
That'd be
me. What the hell is Greedfall?
Thank you.
I love my slightly janky, middle budget RPGs. Even though a lot of this is about colonialism, but still about being is it a colonial? Am I a colonist or am I a pirate? Or am I working for one of them?
Hey, pirates were pivotal in the slave trade. That's actually how they made all their fucking money.
Not the pirates, because the pirates robbed them. Pirates actually were pretty lit.
Some of them
would steal the slaves. Some of them would just.
A lot of them were straight up like stealing and selling, selling slaves. Like that's a pirate thing.
Yeah.
No,
that was sanctioned by the government.
It was just rewarded by the government. It wasn't.
To be a pirate, you have to be illegal.
But if the government's paying for slaves, you gonna go get some slaves to get some money.
No, but that's the thing. The pirates weren't the ones getting the slaves, though. The slavers weren't pirates, or they were.
They were still doing the shit though. It's like, we didn't go enslave them ourselves, but slaves. We just ended up with some slaves. Guess we gotta flip them. Like the fuck.
Yeah,
there's still slave traders.
Definitely were in the business of flipping slaves. Did I say slaves? I mean pirates were in the business of...
And robbing...
The only pirates I fucking respect are the Straw Hats. Let's talk about it. Chapter 1000 is on the horizon, and I need that shit. Like, I need 10 cc's.
Are you talking about the Straw Hats from...
I just can't... I can't do it. I can't do it.
One Piece.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like...
One Piece.
One Piece. Catch back up. I'm talking about catch back up in One Piece. I can't do it.
You can do it, bro. You just gotta go at your own pace.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the problem. I'm not gonna do it because in the time that it would take me to catch up on One Piece, I could read the other million things.
Yeah, you need to catch up in Dr. Stone. I feel like Dr. Stone is on the precipice of having like a really great arc.
It's like, wow.
Actually, Dr. Stone is the one in progress.
I understand
that's the one I'm working on right now.
One Piece is just that good.
Yeah, I've gotten.
See, I feel like the thing with me in One Piece is that I've never been consistent enough with One Piece for me to feel like that. Because every time I sit down and start reading One Piece, I'm like, yeah, this is great, but Lord.
Yeah.
That's entirely too much. Like, in the amount of time that it would take me to catch up on One Piece, I could read all of Attack on Titan, read the last little bit of Spy Family that I have left, and probably catch up on Dr. Stone.
Have you read Kaiju number 8?
And are you still have chapters left to spare?
Are you caught up in Kaiju number 8? Is the question.
I'm caught in. The only thing that we as a podcast talk about weekly that I'm not caught up in is Dr. Stone and One Piece. That's it. Everything else I'm good.
Well, yeah, I feel like Dr. Stone's like right on the edge of this next arc being fucking crazy.
I feel like you can still do One Piece though. I'm hearing you. You're saying all that, and I feel it. But
well, actually, because I know me. This is what's gonna happen. One Piece is finally gonna end. I'll be 103. One Piece will finally be over, and then I'll sit down and read One Piece, because then I'll know it has an ending.
I mean, I need to catch up in.
One day you're gonna be like, all of y'all are gonna be on the other side, and you're like, you know what? Damn it, Madrid, you were right. Nobody has ever said otherwise.
No,
I'm just trying to do y'all the solid of
like
cutting
it's
down
about consistency. Because that's what it was with Naruto. That's what it was with Bleach. It's like I was consistent with those every week, so I was like, yeah.
But
do that. One Piece, I'm not.
At that point, I feel like we were already 500 chapters into fucking One Piece. By the time I was like,
I think we were at the time skip.
It was a good place to start One Piece, and you know what? You wouldn't have this huge fucking backlog. So all I'm saying is, the more you put it off, the more you're gonna be like, damn, that's a lot. It becomes a more daunting task.
Right? And then I'll keep reading other stuff I like King and Omega.
Knock out an
that
arc at a time. Like, all right, I did this arc, cool. Bet. Or I made it to the flashback in this arc, cool. Boom. Let me go do something else.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I was taking it. I'm trying to do One Piece volume by volume in the Shonen Jump app. So every time, like, I'll read a couple volumes and then I'll go to something else. And I'll come back and I'll read a couple volumes and I'll go do something else. And so that's how I'm handling One Piece. And while that probably
Magic Carp. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Magic Carp.
Madrid, you're talking about spoilers for 900 plus chapters into this shit. None of us know what the fuck you're.
Exactly.
Well, I guess this is for listeners. This is for our big brain listeners.
It's for anybody. A Magic Carp.
Is there Pokemon in this?
I guess so. I guess fucking so, Chris.
It's a story about pirates. They're gonna run into a Gyarados at some point.
Or that Gyarados has already run into
after
them.
They climbed the Dragon Gates.
Ooh.
Also, like, if you want to watch the anime right now, the animation for the Wano arc looks amazing.
Okay, so out of you guys, Chris, how do you feel on Attack on Titan? Because I've been reading so much Attack on Titan lately. I need to know your opinion on Attack on Titan.
I have never read or watched Attack on Titan.
Big mistake. Go watch Attack on Titan. It's huge mistake. Attack on Titan, like, they're taking a 2-week break.
Actually, I will say, Chris, wait another month or two, then start watching Attack on Titan.
No, by the time he gets caught up, we will be where he... Like, Attack on Titan, first of all, there's heat in every single season.
I know, but here's what I'm saying. Wait till all of it comes out to watch it. Start reading it right now.
No, don't start reading it right now. Don't. I'll say don't start reading.
Look. That manga artwork is good.
I
like it. The anime is great, but I like it.
I way prefer the way the anime looks early on.
Early on, yes. But I'm talking about later, but especially where I am. Yes, the art is good. And also, I still think the art is good.
Are you further than the anime,
in a lot of cases,
no?
I do think it's a great read.
Are you further than the anime in the manga, or where are you? Are you caught up in the manga?
I am at where the anime is right this minute is where I am in the manga. Like, I'm going both at the same time.
Yeah, I'm 2 volumes ahead of you. As far as, like, I've read 2 volumes past the last...
At least I think. But that's from what I remember. Because, like, the thing with me in series is that I'll read it till it's caught up, and then I'll stop reading it because I'm caught up, and then a year will pass, and I won't be caught up anymore.
But yeah, Chris, I feel like Attack on Titan is one of the strongest, emotionally resonant, like, anime that you got.
It's a survival horror.
Yeah, it is a survival horror.
Yeah.
And also they're mechs.
No, it's not. That's what it wants you to think. That's what it wants you to think. It's really all about class dynamics and politics.
A mech battle.
That's what it makes you.
Right, yeah, I was about to say, it's just a shonen mech anime at the end of the day, like, if you really think about it.
Actually, yeah, at the end of the day, it's just flesh mechs. Biomechs. That's what it's called. Biomechs.
Call it flesh mechs. I like Chris's visceral reaction.
Flesh mechs really drives the point home, you know? Flesh mechs.
Get in the flesh mech, Shinji. Get in the flesh mechs.
Flesh.
The newest cereal from traumatized children.
Frosted fresh mechs.
You, from the makers of Fleshlight, now you have
No.
Oh, God. Somehow this only got worse.
The name of this episode is now Flesh Mech.
Well, there's that.
Remember, your flesh mechs is only real if it comes from the region right next to flesh in Mexico.
Flesh mechs.
But Chris, yeah.
Yeah, you should totally watch Flesh
I've been
Mechs.
recommending you watch/read shit like every single fucking week.
Yeah, I need this in writing. Like,
Chris, just
send me an
read
email
Chainsaw
of what I
Man.
need to read/watch.
I got you, Chris. I got a list.
Chris,
I got
Chainsaw
you.
Man. I need.
I know.
Number 8, Chainsaw Man.
I need
Put
Chainsaw Man
reactions
number one.
on
Chainsaw Man should be number one.
You can't.
My Hero Academia.
Chainsaw Man
like,
needs to be
oh
number
my
one.
fucking My Hero Academia
No, that can wait.
calmed down.
Chainsaw Man number one.
They finally took their foot off the gas after like a fucking entire year of just like, you along for this goddamn ride. And I was along for that goddamn ride. It's been fucking crazy. Hashtag save Shigaraki.
Hashtag save.
They don't have to.
What do you do?
I'm kind of confused that the redacted hasn't happened.
Somebody too pure for this world said it.
Yeah. My Hero is pure at the end of the day. Like, they had to take that one page to just show you, after all of the theatrics, of all of the flamboyance, of all of the mass destruction and death, and fucking gouging of eyes, and all the shit that has happened in the last arc of My Hero. They had to show you that it's still a pure show. Manga, anime, whatever.
Series.
Theory.
There you go.
We did. I have no fucking clue how we got from the PlayStation Plus games of the month to eye gouging, but
And Flesh Mechs.
We're here now.
Greedfall, Jalen, you're interested. Of course, I'm going to add it to my library because I add every PlayStation Plus game to my library.
Same.
Because I take the free games that come my way, you know? The one that I'm somewhat excited for out of this is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So this is the only of the new Tomb Raider games that I don't have. And, like, I've been kind of interested. Like, it's Tomb Raider, the reboot, and then there was Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So now I'll finally have the entire trilogy. And I'm interested in checking them out because I don't have much of an affinity for Tomb Raider. Like, when I had a PS1, like, I wasn't reading games media, so I wasn't really following Tomb Raider. And then I played some of the Tomb Raider spin-offs. Like, I played Lara Croft Go, Lara Croft and the Temple of something. But those, yeah, they're...
Oh, the Temple of Osiris, the twin stick shooter.
And I mean that, like, I enjoy a twin stick shooter as much as the next guy, but I know that that's not what Tomb Raider is about.
I used to play hella Tomb Raider, like, back on PlayStation, and then my brother had two of them on PlayStation 2. But by that point, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, yeah, I want to play at least the reboot trilogy of Tomb Raider because Square Enix and their reboots have been kind of hitting. Like Hitman, Tomb Raider, all of these games that kind of like got a second win from Square Enix have seemed to have taken that opportunity to bring back what people liked about the franchise, as well as iterate on, like, it seems like they've taken cues from Uncharted, because Uncharted took cues from Tomb Raider and then revolutionized the formula and, like, tweaked it and innovated on it, and then Tomb Raider took those tweaks and innovations and incorporated it back into the source material, which... So I'm super interested in playing...
I don't fully feel that, and that's simply because I do miss my take no shit twin pistol Lara Croft.
Yeah.
That's really just my thing, is I still miss my, pretty much recasted Angelina Jolie with twin pistols for a reason.
Speaking of Angelina Jolie and twin pistols, apparently you can buy the Monster Hunter movie. So I'm going to watch the Mila Jovovich Monster Hunter movie sometime in the next month. So I'll report back and let you guys know how that turns out. Like, I can...
I'm with it. I want to watch it. I actually want to see that movie.
I'm down for the ride. I'm just not down to go to a movie theater to watch it. But then I found out Vudu has it for sale.
Hell no. I want to do this in my house with a sandwich and a nice cocktail in my bed.
Adult
under
beverage.
like 15 blankets.
Talking that talk, brother.
Popcorn for me is more so.
See, actually, speaking of popcorn, I haven't been able to find Jiffy Pop in a minute, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
I just get Orville Redenbacher.
I need some motherfucking Jiffy Pop.
Fucking microwave shit.
Nah, Jiffy Pop is the good. Nah, it's the experience of.
Oh, are you talking about like the little fucking aluminum shit that like? Yeah.
The stovetop one that would explode. Yeah,
that happened in Scream and then
Jiffy Pop. I need that shit.
Go to Walmart, Howell Mill. I definitely saw them.
Actually, I've seen them at the Kroger by your house.
Yeah, but they're never there when I'm there. That's the problem. I'll go down there and try and get some Jiffy Pop, and that'll be the day they don't have any freaking Jiffy Pop.
Fucking Kroger.
It hurts my soul.
All right. So, Jalen, I'll give you your opportunity to talk about Dot Hack, and then we got to get to the topic of the episode. Our 2021 gaming resolutions. You got a week warning, Chris. I told you mid-episode, and I sent a message to the Discord today. You can pull one out of your ass.
I already thought of them.
Actually, this is part of my gaming resolution, funny enough, is to start beating games in reasonable amounts of time. Because I'll get distracted easy. I need to just get back into starting a game, sitting down, and finishing it. Just getting through a game that I start.
That's one of mine.
And so I decided to start with Dot Hack. Because one, I'm starting with Dot Hack GU specifically. And the reason why is out of all the Dot Hack games, the GU series is the only one that's like, you're going to be able to reasonably play. Reasonably. And the reason why is because, like, the PS2 Dot Hack games that are based off that the Sign anime becomes, those are like, the final game of that series is the most expensive PS2 game in history. It's the second most expensive PS2 game in history. Bandai Namco. Okay. Just, it's one of those. And then also it's like, it's the last part of the game. Because, like, the thing with the Dot Hack games is, the original series is one game made into 4 games, because 4 discs is a lot. So the last one's expensive. GU, on the other hand, you can buy that on Steam right now in its PS4 port collection for $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having a good time. This is really early 2000s anime. I love it.
Sounds fucking lit.
Like, our protagonist is just a tsundere. It's just a really, really edgy tsundere. He's pretty much Shadow the Hedgehog pre-gun invading the Ark. If I'm being 100. Or like every single time you see Shadow and Rouge talking to each other, he's pretty much that.
Okay.
I'm having a great time. Music's fun. And I get to keep roasting this character for every time anything happens in that video game. I need to check my emails. Literally. You do a mission, he's like, I need to check my emails.
Alright. So your gaming resolution,
you can get it. $20
is beat games in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it took me most of this year to beat Doom. It took most of this year. Like, I'll start games, I'll play them for a while, and then I won't finish them. And it gets worse. It gets exponentially worse the longer the game goes after 30 hours. Like, after that 30-hour mark, it's iffy if I'm actually going to finish that game, and I need to start finishing games in reasonable amount of time.
I feel that.
I feel you.
I agree.
Yeah.
I also will say that is one of mine too.
Second.
To start.
Because I think this year helped me realize that finishing games or even like giving games a chance was necessary. Like Persona 5 Royal kind of helped me be like, this is a long game. But I kept with it and stayed with it, and that kind of helped me all year to not just go back to Rocket League or Stardew Valley consistently. I would complete a game and experience the game how I'm supposed to, and I want to take that into 2021 and just like I want to keep that going. Like I want to beat Ghost and I want to beat Last of Us Part 2, but I feel like there's always this like feeling that I need to play the newest game to be able to talk about it on this podcast. But like, no, I want to be able to experience the art that I have in front of me and enjoy it for the experience.
I feel that. I definitely get, like, I know a few years ago mine was read more books, beat more games. That was just my general New Year's resolution. Mm-hmm. And I actually did it. I read a lot more books, and that got me into... I don't know what the hell just happened with my Google Authenticator. Yeah, I may or may not be locked out of my Discord account, but we'll see.
Okay.
But in that year, I read more books, which led to me reading more manga, which has gotten me back on the track of consistently reading manga regularly, and I beat more games, which has me... When I decide that I'm done joking around in a game, I'll just go finish, like, whatever I was doing, you know? Like, even if that doesn't necessarily mean finishing the game, that year got me a lot better at starting a game and just fucking playing. Like, you know, a lot of times, like, you'll get a new game, it's like, I don't feel like dealing with the tutorial, I don't feel like, games kind of give that barrier of starting a game to getting into the game. Like, they have that, like, beginning of, like, character creator, all that shit. I've gotten a lot better at just saying...
The hour and a half of cutscenes?
Right. I've gotten a lot better at just dealing with that. Like, I started Final Fantasy Type 0 HD again, and I got farther in it than I had gotten before because I'm just like, alright, new save, fuck, like, and just kind of went.
I'm going to play that in about a month.
Huh?
I'm going to play that in about a month.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know whether it's worth it or
not. No, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it.
You have access to better Final Fantasy games right now.
I have to play them all.
Wait, which one are you playing?
I'm playing Type 0 HD
Does
right
that
now.
include 14?
14 is one of my New Year's resolutions. I will at least get up to Shadowbringers in Final Fantasy 14 in the year of our Lord 2021. Anno Domini, let's fucking go.
That's good. It's a good one. I like that one. I'll be here for you through that one.
Yeah, and that one, so that's my gaming resolution. My general 2021, like, resolution is to get back into drawing. I need to just get a sketch pad and just start drawing and at least get back to the level of artwork that I was able to do when I was consistently drawing in high school. Mm-hmm. Like, I need to just start taking pen to paper and just start drawing anime boobs and start drawing, like...
Okay. Titty. Okay. And then slowly but surely, if I can craft the breast
Mechs?
and make it supple, right? All right, you're out of control. Titty flesh mechs?
Look. We keep the auxiliary cannons and the flesh mechs auxiliary cannons in the chest.
So a dick is just a beam saber?
I thought it was a cannon. I mean,
it depends on what type of build.
You know, some models is a slug. Some models is a slug shotgun. It'd be that way.
So yeah, that's definitely something that I'm going to be trying to get back into in 2021, just as a general thing. Like, I'm going to buy a sketchbook. Like, I already walk around with all these little fucking notebooks
and doodads and
pertinent information that I'm just constantly writing in.
Instagram keeps marketing me little notebooks, and I'm like, God damn it, I kind of want one or two or three.
You only, as somebody who uses them regularly, you only need one at a time, and you need to put your effort into filling it up. Because at no point do you ever need more than one for any purpose. And that's the scam. That's how they get you.
It's that purpose is called collection. Bro. Never doubt that purpose.
Not to mention, I have multiple notebooks and journals
Jalen,
right now.
You have to tell me not to fucking sleep on collections. But I'm just saying,
No, you said there's no other purpose. Then there's no purpose. The reason why you would need more than one if you haven't built it up yet. I'm like.
Also, I like having things sorted. Like, I have one notebook that has my art and shit in it. I have one that has video game stuff, and then I have one that's general life practices.
Yeah, I had one that was my nursing. I mean, this one is pretty much just podcast information / game notes. Anything I need to keep track of at my desk. So, I never take this one out the house. This one stays on my desk, and I keep all the podcast notes in it. Sometimes I'm at my desk and I need to do money calculations, and I'll do it in there. Sometimes I need to just write myself a quick little, checklist of shit to get done, and I'll do it in here. And then I have the PS4 one that was just a black one that I got a PS4 decal made for. That I have no idea where it is, but that one used to stay in my work bag because I'd use it at work and keep track of everything I need to keep track of. So I get that, but at the same time, at any given time, I don't feel like you need more than one notebook. I feel like, and I'd say even max 2. Let's say you have an out and about notebook that you keep in your car or keep on your person, and an at home notebook. But even that, if you have a notebook on your person at all times, then when you're at home, use that. And I mean, that's just off of me using fucking notebooks for keeping track of shit for the last several years of my life. But, yeah. I want to get myself a nice sketchbook, a moleskin, hardback. It's going to be bigger than this, but something similar to this where I can, mark my pages, and I'll probably go to, Hobby Lobby or something and get myself, a pen set or, some drawing pencils and just get back into it. 2021, I don't particularly have an end goal for it. I just know I need to draw more in 2021. And as far as gaming, Final Fantasy 14. That's get into Final Fantasy. I want to do the fucking Monster Hunter dungeon. I want to do both the Nier raids. Yeah.
Wait, there's not a Monster Hunter. Is there a Monster Hunter dungeon? I know there's a
think
trial.
There's a Monster Hunter something, and I need that Rathalos mount.
It's a trial.
Yeah.
It's a trial. It's a trial.
I still got to do the extreme version of that. So
it's a trial. It's a trial.
All right. So, Chris, what is your 2021 gaming resolution?
Oh, I thought I just consistently stay with a game.
That's it? I thought you would have had a more.
Well, I don't know. Play more of it. I feel like I have kind of. Also with. I mean, going from in the job that I work, I do feel like sometimes that I don't game as much, so I don't get to play as much as I would like to, and then that also does just tend to me like not finishing games or not playing like even getting a battle pass and not being able to finish the battle pass because, well, shit, I've been working and now I'm not into like fucking playing a bunch of Rocket League by myself or whatever. So it is just kind of like getting back to who I was as a gamer. And fucking, yeah, just kind of like committing and completing is 2021 for me.
I feel that.
All right. Madrid, what you got for me as far as your New Year's gaming resolution?
So my gaming,
or just general resolution.
Yeah, so like my gaming plan is well, I really want to go back to streaming, even if it's just occasionally, but you know, just every so often get some gameplay vids, stuff like that. And also take those gameplay vids and drop some on YouTube. And
why the hell not?
Right? And I want to do game reviews. So I'm going to start trying to crank those out. And yeah, that seems to be it on the gaming front. I really want to do Final Fantasy February. If no other game catches my attention, Persona. Ooh.
Wait, it's February. February's already
Persona's
fucked.
in February.
Like, you could be playing SMT, you could be playing Persona.
Yeah, for me,
like Atlas kind of has February.
I know. I think I might just have to hold off on Atlas. Stack it up. We'll see. I might just not stream those and play those for pleasure.
Yeah, I'll help you in any way I can with making Final Fantasy February happen, because if that's when I need to really start getting into 14 or get past you in 14 and like carry you up to where I'm at.
Are you gonna play 14? Is Final Fantasy February 14 a part of that?
I'm gonna be 100. If you were leveling for the first time, if it's your first class, just do the main storyline. Just do quest, main storyline.
Right. That's pretty much what I was doing when I played 14.
They really fixed that from the way it used to be. God.
The only thing about it, though, like, I know if I play 14,
you don't have time for the rest of the
strictly going to be playing 14.
This is the problem. Not that, like, okay, not to discredit 14 for what it is. It just is an MMO and is supposed to take all of your time.
A shit ton of your time.
Yeah, like me.
Heck, that's why I haven't gotten to Stormblood yet. I still have to sit in dungeon queues for another 3
I don't know
hours.
if my time is.
No, your like dungeon queues take 2 seconds. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
No. But that's the thing about it. I still end up, to get the experience I need, I end up running dungeons for 3 hours. I want to do the storyline, not the same dungeons for 3 hours.
Yeah, well, there's that. You're stuck. And you already did your hunter's log.
I mean, that's the thing about it is, I don't think the Heavensward class has got a hunting log.
No, it was only Rome Reborn.
Yeah, I'm playing Astro.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, is that a Twisted Tea?
Hell no. It's Bud Light, though.
It's a Bud Light. Hell yeah, brother.
He's a Bud Light.
I think that's it on my gaming front. But like Anson said, I do want to draw more, and I do also want to write more. I feel like I could really, throw some of my ideas out on paper and make some shit cracking.
I want to hit up friend of the show, Johnny Starr, and do something with him, because I wish I had realized how much of a G he was when we had him on the episode. But I definitely, I've been Twitter DMing with him.
Bro, I told you, his videos Johnny's
are fucking high quality. Everybody listening, get Johnny Starr on YouTube to 1,000 subscribers, because he fucking deserves 100 million. His anime videos are really fucking good. And
yeah, shout out to Johnny Starr. He's legit.
Shout out to Johnny Starr.
Go listen to that episode.
Anybody else got one more thing?
Yeah. Actually, I do have one more resolution. Turn more of my gaming thoughts and opinions and shit into videos and articles and shit like that. We really do be musing and talking about interesting shit about video games all the time, but we just don't.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm mostly talking. When I say we, I'm mostly
our
talking.
PlayStation parties are dreams.
We're all like, all of us just agreed because we're all guilty.
Like it applies, but I'm just saying.
Like, I'm not taking it as a shot against me that, like, you said that and that, like, there's so many times that I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel of just me rambling at a camera and see how much I can improve the quality of me rambling at a camera.
By rambling at a camera?
Right, actually, my New Year's resolution is just do shit. Just make the shit and do the shit.
All right, just do it.
I do want to.
Just do it, 2021.
One of my New Year's resolutions was I haven't, like, cooked or, like, been creative.
What?
Like, I've cooked a lot. Fucking. Yeah, but I haven't been creative and experimental and try to, like, sponge up other techniques and all that shit. And I do want to go into, like, 2021 using my talents and utilizing them and maybe learning a little bit more about like, even going into coding and, like, learning how to build a website. We should have a fucking, like, legit website. Between me and Jalen, we should legitimately have a fucking website by now. But we don't. And
let's get it popping.
Yeah. I mean, just like...
But also, I blame capitalism.
Damn them.
True.
So, all right, let's hold
us.
each other accountable for our resolutions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I wanted to do this, is so we have on record us saying what we wanted to do and, like, our audience.
I got
I've been baited.
all of you.
Oh crap, we've been baited.
Good.
They got me
all
on
of y'all
record.
on record is playing
camera.
14.
All
Let's
of y'all
fucking
are
go. 14. You tell me when we got time. Let's go.
I might pick a different month for 14.
Time.
I'm gonna pick a different month for 14 specifically. 14 deserves its own chunk of time.
It does.
And I'm gonna put it like that.
As a person,
actually, .hack GU is nowhere near as long as I thought it was.
As a person who's played, like, Persona 5 this year and played all of 14 last year, there's no way you pick JRPG and an MMO in the same month. There's no impossible way.
Oh, it's impossible.
It's impossible.
No. He didn't pick a JRPG and an MMO in the same month. He picked a franchise
of JRPGs and MMOs.
And a franchise of JRPGs with
the best part about this is each of these games I'm at a different point. So
I think let me check.
All right.
Oh, well, I did have one more thing though.
Yeah, hit us with that.
I'm actually wearing a shirt, Crashing Game Night Podcast. Y'all should check them out. I did an episode a few weeks back with with the Crashing Game Night pod, with the Crashers. They're really dope. Check out Matt Diario, and he had me and Darren on, and we.
Chris, 11 is still alive.
What?
11 is still
the same way Destiny
alive.
1's still alive.
You can log into 11?
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta hang on for dear life.
Who kept those servers up? I'm sorry. You were...
Square.
Madrid, you were saying something very important.
Yeah.
And, I was trying to shout out their pod. Check out that episode. It's got me and Darren on it. We talk about... this is before I had Immortals Phoenix Rising.
I'm out here working on getting that right now.
Yeah, you know. It was a fun time. They had us on. We talked about, like, the Black Lives Matter movement. A lot of the trolling and shit that's been going on with, like, the Twitch community. And just general gaming shit, too. So, check that out. They're dope guys. And this t-shirt, this shit's fucking comfy. It's cool, too.
It looks like a nice shirt.
So, shouts out to them. Thanks, Matt.
Okay, the one thing that I kind of want to shout out before we end the episode, and if you've been here with us for the last almost hour and a half, I appreciate you and love you for everything you do for our podcast. But check out the newest episode of the Rusty Rupees podcast, the Game of the Year episode.
Yeah, check it out.
It was featuring us. We were on that. I was half asleep towards the end. I need to listen to it to see how well Darren handled my delirious statements, but you know.
I've been waiting
the
for
fact
the right
that they thought I was drunk, I was so out of it. I'm like, I'm not even drunk. I'm just tired.
I'm just tired, bro.
But yeah, that's out. We're still waiting on the games that made this episode from Contravictions. So keep an eye out for that. I'm sure once that's out, we'll tweet it out on all our socials.
Right.
And
yo, shouts out to her. She's got. I think she just hit her 2-year anniversary on YouTube. So if you're into retro gaming, check out her channel.
Or if you want to see a woman of color in the gaming space doing her fucking thing, Contraviction. That is one thing I'll say for the podcast going into 2021, to try and shout out more creators of color who are just in the space doing the damn thing. Johnny Starr, Contraviction, Data Dave, fucking Mr. Avematic, the Rusty Rupees, fucking Cheesy Controller.
Yeah, Zero Loser Studios.
The list goes on. Zero Loser Studios. Like, the list goes on. And I just want to shout out all the amazing people that we've had the opportunity to meet. Fucking Trash Boat. Like, he's not even creating content. He's just out here throwing hands. And you love to see it.
You love to see it. So yo, shouts out to the community too. Like, thanks for y'all for like propping us up this year. This year was a mess. Yeah, but year, you know,
like sometimes the statistics on SoundCloud are all that have kept me going.
The SoundCloud statistics, the Discord engagement, the Twitter appreciation.
Actually, some of the likes and fucking retweets that I've gotten.
The PlayStation parties. And shouts out to everybody getting into streaming too. Like, fuck with us. We'll keep trying to like put y'all on more and like come through. Mm-hmm. We got to build each other up.
Belly Ocean, I want to shout him out. You know, doing the damn thing. What were you gonna say, Jalen? Before I wrap?
Yeah. Actually, here's what I want to see. Chris, make a D&D campaign. I want to see you DM. That shit would be hilarious. I want to see you DM. That's what I want to see you do in 2021.
I gotta be on that because I want to throw out some bullshit and see what Chris does.
Okay. I'll make a DM. I'll find the time. I'm gonna make it good. I'm gonna make it hard. I'm gonna aspire to be like Jalen and be an asshole.
Pause.
I'm not an asshole. I just let y'all make terrible, terrible decisions and then let y'all suffer the consequences.
Exactly. So,
look, I will say the best DM advice I ever got was sometimes the most intimidating thing is just to say, okay.
Okay. I like that, actually.
All right. Well, remember, you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Anton63Xs, so that's ANTONSIXXX. Chris, where can people find you?
Chef and Chris.
Jalen, where can people find you?
Squid Bishop.
Madrid.
Speedwagon X.
All right, until next time, keep it cheesy.